Welcome back to the Jeremiah Show. My special guest today, Mithu and Shammi Malik. Their restaurant, Musaafer, is in Houston, Texas. Just won a Michelin Star. Indian food. There's some really amazing stories about the journey to build this restaurant, this beautiful restaurant that you guys have created, Musaafer. So we're now in Houston. If you're just joining us, you brought the family over. You found a location. Tell me about that time. And do you have children?
Yes, we have three children.
How did they like moving to this United States?
So our oldest was already here in university. Our middle one lives in England, but our youngest was in high school. He was a junior, and he was extremely reluctant. He had grown up from kindergarten onwards in Dubai, and he had all his friends there. He had his life there. So he was extremely reluctant, extremely stressed, understandably so. But we got him here, and I think it turned out really well for him as well. He went to a fabulous school and made some wonderful friends. So eventually, he didn't resent us for that.
And to add to that, he has developed the like for the industry. Started as a dishwasher, went to the cutting, chopping, and the expediting and assistant server, and then he became a server. I always joke he made more money than me.
That's probably true.
Yes, and now he's pursuing his master's in EHL in Lausanne, in Switzerland, in
Oh,
hospitality.
great.
Yeah.
So that's great.
So it's I guess it's been a great journey for him as well so far.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. You would hate to hear the opposite, that you ruin their lives, right?
I know
That's a
exactly.
hard age at that age in junior and high school. You're you're pretty entrenched with your friends and all that at that age. Well,
Absolutely.
Mitu, did your mother approve of you going into the food business? Did your father approve? You studied
Um,
to be a pharmacist and had a license. That's such
yes,
a left turn.
I know it is. So when I moved to Lagos, there was a general perception at the back of everybody's minds that it's going to be limited scope for pharmacy, so to speak. Just because locations would be, where they're producing would
Okay.
be far out and you don't know. So I think they were to some extent prepared that there may be a change in my profession, so to speak. And I think in some way they were both proud as well because my father was very, very fond of eating good food, and my mother, it was probably an obsession with her to cook great food. So I think yes, in that sense, I probably made them proud that I was following something that I had been exposed to from such a young age, and that both of them had such an avid interest in.
Yeah. And have they been to the restaurant? Have they,
No, unfortunately, I lost both my parents about a
oh,
decade
no.
ago. So, no, they could not make it here. But I like to think that they're both here in spirit. There are days when I'm especially happy when I go there, and it's such a wonderful feeling. And then I'm thinking, maybe my mom is around. So,
Well, I'm sure she is. I'm sure you feel her. And did she teach you any recipes? Those great recipes that I mentioned
oh,
in the beginning, the things that you look forward to as a child. Did she teach you and
yes.
pass those on?
Yes, she did. And as a matter of fact, the biryani that you just
We
mentioned,
just
which
had it last
we
night, and
just had it.
I still got that lingering taste.
Yeah, yes, she did.
Yes.
All the things that I guess I was interested as well. So it's wonderful that she
And, and,
passed those on to
and
me.
to add to that, we have a dish which the chefs dedicated to Mithu, and it's called Mithu's coriander prawns, and it's been on our menu since day one, despite of changing menus, seasonal
Season.
menus.
Yeah.
It's
That's
always
one
been.
that's a menu item that's always there. Your
Oh,
staple.
yes.
Yes.
One
Always
of
get
our
it.
years, so we've never been able to take it off.
And Jeremiah, I got to say that, just to also fly my flag, that we have a cocktail in our menu also from day one, and it's called Shammi's Old Fashioned. There's a story behind that,
Tell me the story. But that sounds like a cocktail that you need a white coat on and a cigar to hold.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna find a white coat for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the story? You said there was a good story behind it.
Oh, it was so we our mixologists are also from India, the head mixologist. So when the mixologist and the head bartender both came, I love making old fashions, and I love this perfume which is called the oud, because we were in Dubai for a long time as well. So I love wearing the oud perfume. And they were home, and I said, let me make you an old fashioned. And I was wearing the oud perfume, and I gave them a dark chocolate to eat with the old fashioned, and that inspired them. So they infuse the whiskey with sandalwood and make just a hint of it and make an old fashioned. And we have a little dark, thin bar of chocolate with the Musaafer logo on it on top of it. So people bite on the chocolate and drink the old fashioned, and that's where
it's like reliving that evening.
You two know how to live. You sound like you'd be a lot of fun to hang out with and experience life with. Do you enjoy the business, and do you enjoy your life?
Oh, yes.
We love it
very much.
Yeah. I think in this, especially this business, I mean, it's true of all work that you do, but especially in the restaurant industry, just because there is so much of it's so labor intensive, so to speak. You really, really have to love what you're doing to be able to be good at it. So we really do enjoy it. There are times when our kids say, okay, now that's it. Can we stop talking about Musaafer? Because we are
constantly.
Yeah,
yes,
there's never a switch off time.
Right. And then we've been very lucky, with our corporate executive chef, Mayank, and his team as well. Everybody is super passionate about what they're doing. And also together, we're very passionate about our brand.
Yeah. And you got a lot of passion for life, it feels like. And so if you are excited every time you go in the restaurant, every time you wake up and you start talking about it, like you mentioned, that's got to be a good sign that you're in the right profession, that you're doing the right thing as well. And you just got rewarded with a Michelin star. And again, congratulations. I was looking up how the small percentage of restaurants that have Michelin status. There's only 2,817 worldwide that have a Michelin status of any kind.
Yeah.
That's really, you're in an elite group, and all your hard work. It's nice to see that it's recognized, isn't it?
It's absolutely wonderful. It's very, very gratifying. At the same time, and you just mentioned a little while back that it was fairly recently. It was on the 11th of November. And the other day, a very dear friend messaged me on WhatsApp and said, so are you still in the clouds, or have you come down? And I was telling her, no, I'm firmly stationed in the clouds. Not
I like it here. I'm going to stay for a while. That was one of my questions coming up, was I was going to ask, how did you celebrate the Michelin star? How did you celebrate the two of you? Because it's a journey to where you are now. It's been a long, you're summing it up very nicely here, but there was a lot of hard work there, probably a lot of sleepless nights, and to receive that star. I mean, most people work in the restaurant business their whole life and never see anything like that. It's got to be very validating. How did you celebrate with an old fashioned?
So, I have to say the celebration has been just back in Musaafer, and sleeves rolled up, because from the 12th, the award was on the 11th. From the 12th, we've been having such an amazing support from diners coming in, that we are super swamped. And I was just telling Mithu last night, I said, hey, Mithu, you and me got to celebrate. We got to go out.
That's, yeah. So
but yes, I campaign every night.
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
So
yeah, that's the problem. I
our,
get the good problem is that the phone rings off the hook and everybody wants a table and they can't get in, right? For forever. But I encourage that. Yes, you both need to go out, sneak away for a night and go celebrate and
yes,
toast all your success and the hard work
and I
that
think recount journey that's
Right.
brought us here. But other than of course ours is still due, but we did have a wonderful celebration the night off when we came back to the restaurant, and everybody was all the staff was at the reception
oh
desk to
man.
receive and see the plate,
I
and
mean, it was
we all had
joyful.
a champagne, chef Mayank savored, and we had champagne, and we had music and dancing and all of that. So that was wonderful to celebrate with the
Right.
team, and truly I think it's the effort, and I know it's a very cliched thing that everybody says, but it's really the effort of each and every member of the team. And I know that everybody works so hard at Musaafer, and so it was wonderful to share that success with them because it was their success as much
Uh,
as it was ours.
yeah. Yes, because one person could do one thing that they don't even know they did, and you can lose. You're
Yeah.
off the vote. You don't receive that start. So yes, it's everybody, and that train. The chef talked about the training, 6 weeks sometimes of training for a new menu, and what
Yes.
he goes through in that process, and that's some dedicated staff these days in the restaurant business that goes through that training and is a part
Yeah.
of it, that they get through it and they stay and they're still there. But that's also, I think, again, a testament to you and th- the um, the detail that you put in, the love that you show, the love for the business, from storytelling to design, and to sourcing ingredients. The staff believes in it as much as you do, I'm sure.
Yes, they take a lot of pride in
Yeah.
all the efforts that the chef team takes in the new menus, the seasonal menus that come out. So yes, it's been everybody's super proud to be a part of the team.
So to add to that, in the training program, Mithu has also designed an entire walkthrough of the restaurant, where because the restaurant features such amazing interiors that there is at any given point of time, diners are given tours of the
First time,
restaurant,
yeah,
the
especially
first time diners, and then it's so amazing to see that the same diners bring back their friends and
Yeah.
their relatives, and they become our ambassadors, and they are giving tours in different rooms and saying, hey, this was inspired from there, and that's what that means. And it
because
Yes.
is
there's many
it's so
elements.
gratifying to see
Yeah.
that, and it's just
They're
amazing.
passing on the story. The story now has become their story.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's magic. That when that happens, that's magic. Congratulations, you guys, for making that magic happen. Well, I actually was going to ask you to take me on a tour in the next segment here, and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, though, I want to pretend I'm at the restaurant. I'm at the front doors, and you can take me through and point out point out some of the details that you've curated, the design, the artifacts, the cloth, whatever you're proud of, whatever this hard work that you've gone into because you've paid attention, all the little details. And I'd love to, if you could take me there in my mind, I'm there
So
and
to
take a
warn you,
little.
you have the time for that, right? Because we are fast.
I have the time if you have the time. Mithu
Absolutely.
and Shammi Malik. They're my special guests today. Their restaurant just won a Michelin star. It's in Houston, Texas. And if you are anywhere in the world, get there and you have access, get there. Go have a meal there. Maybe you'll see me. Hopefully you'll see me. Musaafer. We're gonna get a tour of Musaafer Indian restaurant in Houston, Texas when we come back. Don't go anywhere.